killing enough of them?
We're killing a lot of them, and we're going to keep killing more of them. So are the Egyptians, so are the Jordanians. They're in this fight with us. But we cannot win this war by killing them. We cannot kill our way out of this war. We need, in the longer term, medium and longer term, to go after the root causes that leads people to join these groups, whether it's lack of opportunity for jobs.
We're not going to be able to stop that in our lifetime or 50 lifetimes. There's always going to be poor people. There's always going to be poor Muslims. And as long as there are poor Muslims, the trumpet's blowing. They'll join. We can't stop that.
I love the fact that Chris Matthews read of the Riot Act. Joining us now is Cheryl Chumley, writer for the Washington Times. Cheryl, welcome.
Hey, Steve. It's great to be here.
Thank you. I mean, this is just insane. And you wrote a piece about how this at the Washington Times, how this took off on Twitter. You know, hashtag find them jobs or something for terrorists. The whole thing. You know, it's funny. But it is frightening, is it not?
It is definitely frightening. And, you know, what's funny is that someone like Chris Matthews even called Marie Harp out on this ridiculous statement. The frightening aspect of it, though, is that this White House under President Obama refuses to see the reality about the Islamic-based terror that's taking root and spreading around the world.
No, absolutely. And of course, that was reinforced with his two speeches in the span of less than 24 hours. He basically said the same thing yesterday and then back at the same ridiculous terrorism forum, said it again today. We're not at war with Islam. This isn't Islam. They're not, Islamic. You know what? And I asked this question, Cheryl. Who is a non-Muslim to tell Muslims, lots of them, who say that they are practicing their faith according to the Quran, that they're not?
Well, this is the only country, this is the only administration, the only leader of a nation that is using such tame rhetoric to describe ISIS and to describe other terrorists who use a skewed version of Islam to promote their terror. President Obama is out alone on this.
Yeah, no, he absolutely is. Now let's shift to something else. I want you to listen to the head of Homeland Security. And this is scary because the president, the same president who went out of his way, and then his spokesman went out of his way after that, and then Maria Harf went out of her way after that, or maybe it was Jen Psaki, who got a big promotion today, by the way. Can't believe that. To say that the killing in Paris in the kosher market had nothing to do with the fact that it was a Jewish market. Yet the president, time and time in front of the world yesterday again, said that the 3 Muslims who were killed in North Carolina were killed because they were Muslim. He didn't use those words, but you can't interpret it any other way, even though there's no such evidence whatsoever. So here's what the Homeland Security director had to say.
We in the administration and the government should give voice to the plight of Muslims living in this country and the discrimination that they face. And so I personally committed to speak out about the situation that very often people in the Muslim community in this country face, the fact that there are 1.6 billion Muslims in the world and that the Islamic faith is one about peace and brotherhood.
I mean, what the heck is he talking about? If the government's own statistics, if you look at bias incidents against Muslims rank below gays, rank below Jews. I mean, what the heck is going on here, Cheryl?
It is crazy. And actually, President Obama came out and spoke similarly today when he was putting forth his ideas of how this nation should involve itself in the war on terror. He came up with the social media campaign to draw in discussions, I guess, with terrorists to find ways to stop them from beheading innocent people, including Americans. And he also faulted the press toward the end of his speech, basically suggesting that if the press did not report so much about these acts of terror, then Muslims wouldn't be treated so disrespectfully. I'm not sure where he was going with that, but it sounds similar to the clip you just played.
I think there's a real problem in this country. Do you agree that, I mean, you heard what Giuliani said, that he doesn't love this country?
Yes, and I actually happen to agree with Giuliani's assessment. You can't have a president push forward so many policies that are anti-constitutional and still claim that he loves the nation. It's kind of like a girl dating a boy and wanting to change everything about him, but saying that she still loves him.
I think there's a lot of guys who have been there, Cheryl, actually. Hey, listen, thank you. Great talking to you, and we'll keep reading you in the Washington Times. Up next, folks, more of the Steve Malzberg Show.